Here the next part of this module is regarding the engineering surveys for highway alignment. There are different stages in engineering surveys, starting with the map study, then reconnaissance survey, preliminary survey, and then final location survey. Here in map study we will be dealing with, or we are supposed to work on the different type of areas or different types of terrains, different type of obstructions that we may come across while fixing the alignments. Based on that criteria, or based on these all criteria, we can fix various possible alternatives to reach from one origin to other destination. So once we fix the different possible alternatives based on the parameters that is possible to analyze from map, once we fix all those possible alternatives, then that will be the end of map study. And then when it comes to the reconnaissance survey, here it is a simple survey using the simple survey instruments, where the main motto of this reconnaissance survey is to cross verify the parameters that we have extracted in map and whether they are similar in with respect to the live conditions. So if we just go through some details to be collected during the reconnaissance survey are as below: the valleys, pond, lakes, marshy land, ridge, hills, permanent structures, and other obstructions along the route which are not available in the map. Those things need to be extracted from reconnaissance survey. Then approximate values of gradients, length of gradients, radius of curves of different alternative alignments. The next, number and the type of cross drainage structures, maximum flood level and natural groundwater level along the probable routes. This is a maximum flood level that can be extracted from by conducting the survey with the local people or some government bodies, who we can get that data. Then type of soil along the route, source of construction materials, and different road passes through, when the road passes through hilly or mountainous region, additional data like geological formation, type of rock. There are many geological data that can be extracted from reconnaissance survey. Then next comes the preliminary survey. The main objective of this preliminary survey is to survey the various alternative alignments proposed after the reconnaissance survey and collect all the necessary physical information and details of topography, drainage, and soil. And in preliminary survey, it is also to compare the different proposals in view of the requirements of a good alignment, and then to estimate the quantity of earthwork materials and other construction aspects, and to work out the cost of alternative proposals. Why we are supposed to work on the total quantity of earthwork and total cost of construction? Because obviously when it comes to the matter of selecting an alignment, it need to be efficient or economical enough. Constructing a heavy highway or a lengthy highway is not the good proposal. The length need to be optimum with the maximum utility, as we've discussed with respect to the saturation system, where we will be calculating utility per unit road length. In the same way, here also it becomes very much necessary to extract the cost and extract the materials available for the construction of alignment in when it comes to the different alternative proposals. The proposal which is best, that need to be finalized. The procedure of conventional method of preliminary survey is as given below. Primary traverse, topographic features, leveling works, drainage studies, hydrological data, soil survey, material survey, traffic study, and primary traverse. Here as you can see, most of the things that you have already done in the extensive survey part, while fixing the new highway alignment. You have conducted leveling, you have conducted profile leveling, you've taken the soil for the study, and that you are supposed to study in detail. And then in extensive survey, suppose we have assumed these some of the traffic studies, because it is a total new highway. When it comes to the renovation of a highway or rehabilitation of a highway, then definitely you will be having some basic traffic data that you can predict for future and design suitably. Then these are different details, different engineering studies. Then comes to the final location. At the end of preliminary survey, we will be having the best alignment, which is chosen from all the different studies that we have discussed, based on leveling, type of soil, total cost of construction, total type of maintenance needed, and drainage. And these are different factors based on which we will be selecting one of the best alignment from those alternative proposals that we have extracted or finalized from map study. The same finalized alignment from preliminary survey, if that is located on field, then that is nothing but the final location survey. These are the different ways of fixing the alignment. These are different ways of fixing the alignment. Just how to fix the benchmarks, how to fix the temporary benchmarks, and how to use those temporary benchmarks for the leveling work at the time of construction or at the time of fixing the final center line of the best alignment that is chosen from the preliminary survey. There are different steps that you can go through. The next comes the highway projects. New highway project and a rehabilitation of a old highway project. These can be the two main type of projects that can be observed. When it comes to the new highway alignment, as I told you while discussing about the extensive survey, here the same from map study till the final location survey that need to be worked out in a new highway project. When it comes to the realignment of the existing alignment, then there are some changes needed in the initial stage. Like, what is the exact capacity of the existing highway, and what is the volume that is going to that highway. Once you get that, you can easily calculate volume by capacity ratio. That volume by capacity ratio always need to be less than 1. If that volume by capacity ratio is approximately equals to 1 or greater than 1, then that represents that that highway is in worse condition with respect to traffic, and there is a badly needed for the improvement with respect to the capacity of that highway. So based on that requirement, it is possible to work for the rehabilitation of or realignment. That realignment can be the increase in the width of the existing alignment or shifting the whole alignment. The major problem is with shifting the alignment is that is not easy, because if you just want to increase the width of the alignment, then that is possible. Increase the width of the carriageway, that is very easy. Just you can increase the number of lanes, maybe on left hand side or right hand side, or half in both the direction. But when you are shifting the whole alignment from one direction to other, then definitely the complete design procedure with respect to geometry need to be finalized. So always it is better to increase the width for the existing alignment rather than shifting the whole geometry of the alignment. The details about the different types of projects and what different steps involved we'll be discussing in the next video. Thank you.